Factsverse presents. A mom was sick for 10 years when a repairman found that the problem was with her furnace. Kathi Wilson was a typical 41-year-old mother from Shelbyville, Indiana. She worked hard to care for her daughter, and she lived a very active lifestyle. She woke up each day feeling good, and she was happy. Well, one day Kathi began feeling sick. She assumed that she probably just had a virus, so she took some vitamins and over-the-counter medications to feel better. She tried vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin B, zinc, iron, but nothing seemed to help her feel better. So she went to the doctor to see why she wasn't getting any better, and the doctor told her it was likely just a bug, and he gave her a note to stay out of work for a few days' rest. Unfortunately, rest didn't help her feel better either. Kathi remained pale. She had bouts of exhaustion. Her health kept declining, and her daughter Ashley was really getting worried. Well, finally, she took Kathi back to the doctor. Kathy's doctor was surprised that a healthy, strong woman like Kathi would have so much trouble overcoming a flu bug. Well, as her health deteriorated, her doctor grew concerned. Kathy's doctor, Dr. Hensley, he took Kathy's symptoms very seriously. She ran blood tests hoping to figure out what was going on with her patient. Every test that they ran confirmed that Kathi was healthy. Dr. Hensley didn't have a diagnosis, so she tried the elimination approach. She put Kathi on several antibiotics, hoping that Kathi would react to the medication that could help them find out what was really going on. Unfortunately, the doctor's approach had the opposite effect. The medication that Kathi was taking wasn't helping her. In fact, she was feeling worse now, and more so every day. Her body ached all the time. She couldn't keep her eyes open. Soon, the illness began to affect her mental health. Her friends and family members started to worry that the illness was all in her head. Well, Kathi knew that it wasn't, and there had to be something going on inside her body. Ashley continued to watch her mother's health decline. She knew something was seriously wrong. Kathi was determined to get to the bottom of her illness. She searched her symptoms online. She spoke to experts in online chats. She tried herbal remedies and natural remedies. Nothing seemed to help. Her friends and family lost faith in her, and she felt completely alone. Finally, she started to doubt herself and began to wonder if her illness really was in her head. Dr. Hensley saw Kathi regularly over 10 years. She ran test after test. She ordered cardiac tests, chest x-rays, MRIs of her brain and spine. Nothing showed up in any of the tests. The more tests the doctor ordered, the sicker Kathi seemed to be getting. Her mystery illness impacted her relationships, her career, her quality of life. She was suffering from these flu-like symptoms that wouldn't go away for 10 years straight. She felt helpless. Well, since Kathi was stuck at home feeling sick and tired all the time, she decided to remodel her bathroom. She figured that a complete bathroom makeover could be a sanctuary for her. So she hired a contractor and the work began. Shortly after they started the remodel, the contractor noticed something shocking. The contractor saw her water heater and asked her when it had been installed. Kathi figured that it was maybe about 10 years earlier. She was still healthy back then, and Ashley was just a little girl. The contractor discovered that Kathi's furnace and her water heater, they weren't fitted correctly. It was causing small amounts of carbon monoxide to leak into the house ever since the installation. So Kathi finally knew why she was sick. She had been suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning for 10 years. Well, Kathi was thrilled that she now finally knew what was happening to her. It took only a few days after the furnace and water heater were fixed that Kathi started to feel better. While having her health again was great, she finally felt vindicated. She wasn't a hypochondriac. She wasn't crazy. She finally had the energy that she needed to go to dinner with her daughter. The two took walks together, and Kathi became the active person she used to be. Kathi wants people to know her story, too, and she wants them to know the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning. She hopes that her story can help somebody going through what she did. She says that if anybody is sick and nobody can figure out why, they should speak up and refuse to give up. If she had given up on herself and her life, she might not be alive today. Subscribe for more.